It seems like people are missing the bigger picture here. Jay-Z appears to be orchestrating things behind the scenes, and while it might seem like more of the same, it's clear that he has been strategically positioning people for a long time.
You know, nobody acknowledged what was going on between her and Mr. Carter.
Because she was 15.
She was 15, and everybody knew it. Naive girl. I'm not saying that she wasn't a city girl, but a 14-year-old girl mentally cannot contend with a 28, 29-year-old man. Period. Discards people and tries to erase them like they never exist so he doesn't have to see them or deal with what he's done with people. You know, I blame a lot of what happened to Inga Marchand on his reckless adult choices for a very, very, very underage girl. But you hear that story a lot.
Allegations suggest that he's taken the identities and lives of people like DeHaven, Big L, and Dame Dash, even stepping in as R. Kelly's protector. But now, he's being compared to Jeffrey Epstein in the music and entertainment industry. The new lawsuit against Diddy is enormous, containing photos, videos, and names. There's so much evidence that it can't all be covered in one video. We're talking about crime scenes, photographic proof involving celebrities like Cuba Gooding Jr., record label executives, and hidden cameras in every room, capturing footage of celebrities, executives, and politicians at parties with underage girls. Drinks were reportedly spiked with drugs, and these allegations trace back to the murders of Tupac and Biggie, implicating the entire rap, hip-hop, and broader music industry. Diddy, known by various names over the years, Sean Combs, Puff Daddy, Puffy, P. Diddy, or simply Diddy, is now at the center of the storm. Suge Knight, never one to hold back, has made some shocking comments. He pointed out that the recent raids weren't really about Diddy, but something much bigger. When you dive into the transcripts and witness testimonies, the allegations become more evident. Diddy is accused of having hidden cameras everywhere, at every party, every event, giving him leverage over powerful men, including those he clashed with in liquor corporations and other businesses. The situation escalated when authorities raided his home, turning everything upside down. However, Diddy wasn't on the plane they were tracking, likely because someone tipped him off. That plane, which many believed he was on, probably carried crucial evidence that could bring down the powerful figures Diddy was feuding with. While Diddy may be in serious trouble, he's clearly not planning to go down alone. The ongoing feud between 50 Cent and Diddy has escalated to new levels, with 50 Cent making a series of explosive accusations against Diddy. One of the most shocking revelations involves a young girl who was just 15 years old. Despite everyone around her, including Mr. Carter, knowing her age, she was still involved in inappropriate situations.
I talked to the big homie, so Jay was telling me, the white boy wouldn't do the truth without 50. Right? And I'm like, that's when I start saying crazy stuff, because I start looking, I go, oh, that's your big homie, right? And so you image yourself after a gay painter. Okay. Big homie want to look like a gay painter.
What are we talking about here?
We're talking about Basquiat. He wants to look like a gay painter.
Oh my God, I think I know where we're going with
So
this.
now look, what I'm saying to you is, when you start looking at, that's not mine, that's theirs, their heart, right? But when you look at, M is looking at the entire legacy.
Yeah.
The whole thing, like with M, Dre, myself, like that. I'm shady after that. You see what I'm saying? Like, do so much G-Unit records.
Right.
They forget that I'm M and Dre's artist. You see what I'm saying? Like, but that's just the way it was. Like,
were you a part of it? Even like you say, you weren't on the ad, right?
Yeah.
When we saw the initial asset that came out, and you weren't on there, but were you already a part of it?
No, I already had communication with Paul about going to do it, but the ad was coming out that already was shot with.
Okay, gotcha.
With him and everybody else in it. So I'm like, nah, cool, I'll be surprised. Like, it's cool to be surprised.
Right. Yeah, I was surprised too. I remember at rehearsal, I was like, man, what the hell?
I won $20.
Right.
Yeah, me and Louis betted against it. And I was like, 50's gonna show up. Watch.
When nobody, like when I reach out, because I want to see what the complications are, when nobody has any information about it, and it only came from that angle, I have to believe that was something that's from that.
Did you and Jay-Z ever have a conversation, or y'all in different offices as far as like?
We don't need to talk about nothing.
I heard that.
50 Cent has accused Diddy of discarding people, erasing them from existence to avoid facing the consequences of his actions. This rivalry isn't new, it dates back years, with 50 Cent accusing Diddy of various wrongdoings, including alleged involvement in the 1997 murder of the notorious Big. Although no concrete evidence has emerged to support this claim, 50 Cent hasn't backed down. Recently, he has been particularly vocal about Diddy's legal troubles, especially those tied to multiple lawsuits alleging sexual assault and other serious offenses. 50 Cent has taken to social media and interviews to relentlessly troll Diddy, even suggesting that Diddy could end up in prison because of these allegations. He's even producing a Netflix docuseries focused on Diddy, aiming to delve deep into these accusations and their impact on the hip-hop industry.
We did the In the Club video shoot, Game, 50, everybody was there. I just heard somebody say, Suge Knight's here. And I looked and Suge was there. But he had some essays with him though. You know what I'm saying? He all essays. And he looked at Fifth, and Fifth was like, what's up? What's up? And Suge just like, he hit a cigar one time, and then he did like this little shit like that, wrap it up, and then everybody just turned around and left. It was like a John Wayne movie or some shit.
Meanwhile, Suge Knight, another longtime rival of Diddy, has spoken out from prison, warning Diddy that his life could be in danger. Suge suggested that Diddy should prepare for a possible prison sentence, and has also made additional claims about Diddy's alleged violent behavior towards women.
Well, all due respect to Puffy, you gotta realize one thing. He didn't start off like that. I'm quite sure somebody taught him that, and that's more deep in the industry. You guys who got involved with a lot of people who were their mentors, instead of having a guy to mentor your own father, they just have these guys they mentor. And when that happens in the industry, it was done to them, they do to the next person. So I felt that Puffy was a regular, normal guy. And then when he started hanging with the guys in the industry, they did things to him, and then allegedly he did things to Usher. It goes on and on. But we got to stop this pointing the finger at the person who gets caught with their hand in the cookie jar. Where did it start from? And see, people don't want to touch on those angles if it started being the major executives who run these labels. So you guys want to speak on people who got thrown on the bus, the sacrifice lamb.
He was their mentor. Who was Diddy's mentor? We know some of the big names. I'm just curious if you have any names. You don't seem like somebody.
Well, for number one was Clyde Davis. And you got an evaluation. I didn't do anything to lose my company. I didn't do anything illegal to get my company taken away from me. They was able to commit fraud for my company, but it ends up to the hands of people who want to buy my company for $500 million, $700 million. I kept saying no, and then turn around, they can get block everybody and end up getting it for what, 20 to 30 million, which is crazy. If you add all that type of stuff up, and you'll see how the industry been built on the secret room. The people who don't participate in the secret room is the people who later on get burnt. The people who participate in the rooms, they continue to grow. Even when they get caught, they're not really caught. Because obviously, the Puppy knew they was coming to raid. The security wasn't there. He used to have like 4, 6 Muslim guys doing security. They wasn't there. A lot of people weren't there. How do people know all these things? It wasn't just a coincidence. You know? So it's easy to point the finger, but let's look at the whole thing, talk about somewhere.
Co-founder of Death Row Records at one point, $750 million of generated revenue. I think one year they sold 60 million records, 150 million total records sold. They had some of the biggest albums ever, signing Eazy, Snoop, Dre, Tupac, Nate Dogg, Corrupt, MC Hammer, Warren G. The list goes on. Suge, it's great to have you on the podcast today.
Hey, great being on here.
And I appreciate that. By the way, you know, one of the things I think is important for the audience to know is the fact that you just said, look, Whatever Pat wants to ask, I want to have all the conversations, any questions, nothing's off the table. Is that correct?
I like Pat. And one of the things that I always feel, if you're ever going to do something and have a platform, it's about telling your truth to the next person's truth to help the generation.
When he did this interview with Shannon Sharp, and I know you played in the NFL before, when he did this interview with Shannon Sharp, everywhere, everybody was talking, but also people were quiet after, Diddy, he went after TDG. He went after a lot of people in the space. Had you, Cat and Diddy, did you guys ever party together, three of you guys? I know you and Diddy spent some time together, but did you, Cat and Diddy ever spend time together?
I'm not gonna listen. I'm not gonna say I never had I damn sure ain't had no pictures with no men. So you talking about have me and
no, that's not what I'm asking.
Not together. What you trying to do? I mean, have you shit, not me.
And the reason why I'm asking this, where you actually personally witnessed some of the accusations that Diddy is having, saying the fact that he had cameras in the room.
This okay. Well, this is the thing I'm gonna tell you. We from two different worlds. Number one, him and I. Number two, I'm the guy that didn't want to invite you to a party. Never mad up. I never been that would be left out of my life. But at the same time, I'm not the guy who's here for Puffy's downfall. But I am the guy who supports the victims who got victimized, right? But at the same time, whatever the situation is, everybody knows it's wrong. And I don't think you can get punished as hard as a regular person because, he used to be an FBI informant for a long time, they say. So I'm quite sure that played a role.
You're saying...
Ask the question. Me, Cat, and Puffy, we had no reason to be hanging out. We ain't hanging out, me and Puffy. So that's that.
Got it. So you're saying Diddy's an FBI informant and he's been one for many years.
How would they say? Nothing never happens, but it's still, like I said, it ain't my business. Well, I said that because anybody else gaffeled up quick, fast, in a hurry. But, the most important thing about this is that with me, you got some people will have an opinion on something that either they weren't a part of or they wasn't there. And I never want to be that type of person because, there's only so many people who had Tupac, I've seen Tupac, I've talked to Tupac. And I feel that way because I often hear so many Tupac stories from people who never met him, people who wasn't around. Then you had the ones that if they worked at McDonald's and they took Tupac orders, that don't mean they know Tupac. Or you doing security or whatever, that don't mean you know the man. All these people been benefiting and capitalizing on trying to put the man down or lie on him or tell some stories that they wasn't there or they know anything about. Because I don't think none of these people are psychic. And I'm not. You know what happened to the last psychic bitch? She ended up, whoever her name was, the fake roster boys. You know what happened to her when it all went bad. So I don't like to speculate. So I just tell the truth how it is. Because he know all the secrets. And if he gets to run in his mouth, it could be a bad look. I look at it like the most important thing is the industry needs to be built over. You have all these executives because somebody was their father, their grandfather, or all these type of stuff, and they don't give people the opportunity to grow and learn. I know when
Is Diddy at a level of being untouchable where he's protected, or is Diddy a target that they'll eventually put all the blame on him and make sure they get away with it free?
I mean, he's definitely going to be the black motherfucker holding the bag. Because you gotta realize one thing. That boy life is dangerous. His life is he's just not dangerous with the shit they said he's doing, but he's in danger. He knows too much.
These recent lawsuits have added another layer to the already complex and long-standing tensions within the hip-hop community. With both 50 Cent and Suge Knight continuing to speak out, it's clear that this drama is far from over. The upcoming docuseries and ongoing legal investigations could reveal even more about these controversial figures, further intensifying public interest in this heated rivalry.
Joining me now is Roger Bonds, who was Sean Combs' head of security from 2003 to 2012. Mr. Bonds, thank you very much indeed for joining me. First of all, your reaction when you saw that video?
My reaction was, he's up to the same games. My reaction was, he never mentioned Cassie's name in that apology. So to me, he didn't humble himself enough before. And this was back in 2012. So that's why I was so adamant on what I said yesterday after he posted that apology, because it comes a time where it's like, you can't just say anything you want to say and think that people gonna accept it. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a God syndrome, the same way that he's been in a lot of trouble before and you could pay your way out. He knew those cameras was there, but of course, as we heard, he came back to the hotel and he paid to get the footage, but didn't know, which Cassie said inside her complaint, that they gave her a copy of the footage also. You know what I'm saying? So when you go through life just paying your way out, I really feel like he wasn't sorry about that. Yeah, he might be sorry now. He's sorry that he got caught. But if that was a one-time incident, then I would say accept his apology. But I think in that apology, he said what he thought people wanted to hear.
50 Cent has been making a series of serious allegations against Diddy, claiming that he has significant evidence against the music mogul. These allegations seem to center around Diddy's involvement in various legal and potentially criminal activities. 50 Cent has hinted at a troubled past between him and Diddy, suggesting that their relationship is marred by incidents that he now plans to expose. He's even suggested that Diddy modeled himself after a controversial figure, going as far as saying that Diddy wanted to look like a gay painter, further stoking the flames of their ongoing feud. Suge Knight, currently serving a 28-year prison sentence, has also weighed in, suggesting that Diddy could be in serious trouble. Suge implied that Diddy possesses evidence that could implicate him in various wrongdoings and ominously warned that Diddy should prepare for potential legal consequences, possibly even prison time. Suge also claimed that the ongoing federal investigations into Diddy could uncover much more than what's on the surface, potentially exposing a wide range of illegal activities. In addition to his claims about Diddy, 50 Cent has also made allegations regarding Jay-Z, suggesting that Jay-Z has been involved in questionable activities and has an unusual relationship with Diddy. This web of accusations hints at deeper, possibly more controversial connections between these influential figures. These claims are emerging at a time when Diddy is already facing multiple lawsuits, including those related to sexual assault and other offenses. The allegations are somewhat vague, but suggest a deeper, more controversial connection between Diddy and Jay-Z, two of the most powerful figures in the industry. All of this is unfolding while Diddy is already entangled in a web of legal issues, only adding to the severity of the situation. Reflecting on his own experiences, Suge Knight has suggested that the industry is built on a foundation of secrecy and potentially illegal activities. He hinted that those who don't participate in these secretive dealings often find themselves buried by the system, while those who do continue to thrive, even when they're caught. According to Suge, Diddy might be in a position where he's untouchable, protected by powerful allies. However, there's also the possibility that Diddy could become a scapegoat, someone who will ultimately take the fall, while others walk away unscathed. Suge's recent comments have only fueled the speculation and controversy surrounding Diddy, with many in the industry and fans alike closely watching how these issues will unfold. In summary, the situation involving 50 Cent, Diddy, Suge Knight, and Jay-Z is incredibly complex and riddled with serious accusations. Roger Bonds, who was Sean Combs' head of security from 2003 to 2012, recently offered his perspective. When asked about Diddy's recent video and apology, Bonds expressed doubt, stating that Diddy is up to his old tricks and didn't seem genuinely remorseful. Bonds suggested that Diddy's actions reflect a God complex, where he believes he can simply buy his way out of any trouble. Bonds' comments add yet another layer to the ongoing drama, as he believes Diddy is only sorry because he got caught, not because he genuinely regrets his actions. The ongoing legal investigations and the upcoming docuseries produced by 50 Cent could potentially bring more clarity to these controversies, further escalating the drama within the hip-hop community. And that's a wrap for today's video. The ongoing saga between 50 Cent, Diddy, Suge Knight, and Jay-Z is definitely intensifying, and it seems like the truth might be even stranger than the rumors. As these big names in hip-hop continue to dominate headlines, we'll be keeping a close eye on how everything unfolds. If you found this breakdown insightful, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe to the channel for more in-depth dives into the latest controversies. Make sure to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. This story is far from over. Also, drop your thoughts in the comments below. Do you think there's more to the story, or is it all just industry drama? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.